Dun dun dun.
Hello.
Where is everybody?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
The ordinary taco is there. That's all that matters, is that we have the ordinary taco.
I love tacos.
Yes, ordinary or not.
Mm-hmm.
Zeke, Emperor, Palpatine. How's it going, guys? We are. Oh, I should change the background. I forgot that. That's just supposed to be a tease. You got a sneak peek.
Whoa.
That was not an official background yet.
Soon, TM.
Soon.
Well,
But let us know if you. Basically, we stole Burbank's background, and I think it looks better.
I like it.
Yeah, we look a little dark here, but until we have an official looking one, I'm not going to show it anymore. So I apologize if you got excited for our new background, or if you thought we were in Burbank. So sorry for the deception.
I haven't been on the stream last couple of times.
Oh, I forgot. Thomas is back.
We changed.
You turned it all on you. All of a sudden, it's like it's all about you now.
Well, I'm trying to get to complimenting you. Actually, we changed the setup a little bit, and now chat is a lot larger and easier to read.
Yes,
and that's nice.
We have dark mode.
Mm-hmm.
We have bigger text. We have better lighting, so it's not in our face.
Yep.
We are going to have a better background soon.
Yep.
And, we're just improving. That's what we're doing. By the way, I'm Tim Selvidi. Thomas Hart.
Hello.
Vidi from Cero, or what does Jason call you?
From
Cero?
Frochimo.
Frocero?
Procero.
I don't know.
Yeah. He just says words at me.
Today we are playing Feral Rites.
Feral Rites.
Feral Rites is a classic beat 'em up.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of fun.
From the makers of Song of the Deep
Mm-hmm.
and Edge of Nowhere and Ratchet and Clank, Spyro the Dragon,
The Unspoken. Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man soon.
Those are some pretty good games.
Yeah.
Turns out.
How's it going today? We're about to jump into the game, but I want to let you know if you have questions or comments or suggestions about our stream or games you want to see, we're going to be taking all those in chat.
We've been updating the look of the stream like we said earlier, so
Yes.
if you have any impressions on that would be a timely thing to comment on.
Yes, do you like the tease? Ooh. That's all you're going to get. I said that last time.
Yeah, I know.
I keep doing it. It's fun. It's fun to tease.
Just
All
rapidly.
right. So Thomas is going to play
Yep.
right here.
Yep.
Show everybody.
Oh, you want me to jump in?
I'm guessing we aren't allowed to say Spider-Man PS4. You're allowed to say it. Yeah. You can say whatever you want to say.
I think it's more about what we're not allowed to say.
We are not allowed to say some things. Thank you, Ordinary Taco. Thank you. We're improving. We're getting better. The goal is that this is about, what you guys want to see and hear from us. Thomas, as you can see, has a rift on his face.
I do.
Feral Rites is a game we made. This is our second day playing it, so this is part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we played on hard,
Mm-hmm.
and let's get to the game.
All
Last time we played on hard, and you died a few times.
I did.
Yeah.
But, live and learn, or die and learn.
Die and learn. Can you change your difficulty, though?
I'm going to figure that out.
Oh, for suggestions for games, you can say Spider-Man. Yeah, we're not going to... we will play Spider-Man on stream, but just not right now. How's that? New Ratchet and Clank game title idea. Ratchet and Clank Screwing Bolts. Thank you for that. I will pass that along. Anyway, this is Feral Rites. We made this game. Came out 2016.
Yes, over.
That was the year we released 5 games. This was our second VR title. This is controller-based before the touch controllers released. And it's a VR beat 'em up action adventure. Zelda meets God of War meets Altered Beast. Did you change the difficulty?
I did.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember the controls.
So, Thomas, let me know about the game audio. Do game devs not like to play games they make? Always curious. That's, I will say, some people who play the game a lot during development, usually when... Oh, you just powered... What is that?
Power bombed him.
Yeah. Usually, during development, when the game ships, we have some people who will take a break and not play it when it ships, and they'll wait maybe a month or 2 or 3 and then play it. Some people will never play it.
Yeah, I know some programmers who never want to play it.
Yeah, there's some game devs who never play the full... I mean, I shouldn't say never play it. They don't play through the final product.
Right.
Because you play it every day.
Exactly.
So it's not like you don't play it. And it's not like you're not proud of it. I think it's more of like people who are in movies that don't like to watch the movies they're in. Or, you know, it's like you're kind of ready for something different, and at the same time, sometimes you don't like to see your own work. I like to, but some people don't.
A lot of people are like super like critical of themselves. Like, oh, I could have done this, I could have done that. And I've heard the expression of like it's never done. It's just
It's just what we ship with.
It's just shipped. So I think it's partially that.
But there are other people who play through it right away when they get it. So it just depends on person. What's up, Byron? I love KJ. Will Spider-Man PS4? Will Spider-Man PS4 will be on Asia PS Store 2 as soon as they announce the release date. I don't know. That would be up to Sony. It may be out in every region as soon as we announce the release date. I don't know. That's up to Sony. So I can't answer that yet. Definitively. The other thing is there are some people who refuse to play a full playthrough during development because they want to play the final product.
Right.
To those people I say, I'm going to spoil the game for you. So, Thomas, you have the ability to change into a Jaguar, correct?
Mm-hmm.
How's the game audio? Can you guys hear the game audio? We always mess with the settings, so I never know if it's still working or if we broke something.
Yeah. That's why we have chat to help us out. Why are you asking about the Jaguar? Is there something special?
No, I just remembered your abilities. So you got the Jaguar, who makes you run faster.
Yep.
You don't have the... Oh, you can be the Beast, right? To bite people's heads off?
Yeah.
There he is. That's the Beast. When we started last time, the chat picked the male character, but you can be a female character in this game. And essentially the story is about the same. I mean, I think it's almost exactly the same, just different VO.
Does she have like a different beast form or anything like that?
Yeah. I mean, her models are different.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it a different, like, this guy's kind of like a panther-esque. Is it a different kind of animal? You know?
They're both kind of four-legged jaguar panther type.
Okay.
Yes, this is a VR game that's not first person. Our first 2 VR games, Edge of Nowhere and Feral Rites, both of them were third person. So this is not a first person game. In fact, this is different than Edge of Nowhere, because Edge of Nowhere had a follow cam, whereas this has a static camera. How's it going? Adam's here. Adam's in chat.
Adam.
Otorium. Strange. The game is strange, or the fact that there's a third-person VR game, which is strange. So Thomas is beating him up. Now, the other thing about this game is, for some light conversation. What do you mean? What do you mean, Billy? Did I miss something? Oh yeah, here we go. Bite his head off.
I love the way the neck stretches.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, it's very stylized. If you can't tell, I always liked the look of this game.
Yeah, it looks great.
The over the top finishing moves, and it's very you could tell a lot of the Sunset Overdrive team rolled over onto this project.
Yeah, the VFX are really nice in this game.
Oh, by the way, last time, if you joined us last time, we were playing Feral Rites. That was what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
2 weeks ago, I think.
Dr. Hazen's here. Anyway, we talked about the voice actor, the guy at the beginning of the game.
Right.
And I found from Marcus Smith, who I am me, in fact, that day, he said, I forget the guy's name now, but he also played what's his name, Emmett?
Yes, I think it's Emmett.
Emmett from Walking Dead.
The lead character in the first Walking Dead.
Yes, the lead character in the first Walking Dead.
Telltale game.
Telltale game. We have to specify because there's like a million Walking Dead things.
Yeah.
Anyway, that same voice actor played the guy in this game, and therefore that's why he sounded familiar, I think.
Yep. I'm sure that's exactly it. That's a really good game.
Oh, there's a panther. I want to see you body slam a panther again.
Did I do that in my human form?
Yes, you did it in your human form.
Ooh, that's intense.
It was definitely in your human form. Let's see if we can body slam a panther again. Oh, you just got run over.
Oh, that's not even gonna let me grab him.
I'm assuming you guys use the Oculus a lot. Have you customized your home yet? What do you think of the hub? Are you referring to the new dashboard? That's my first question.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing you are because of the customization features. If you are, I will say I have used the new home, and I've customized it somewhat. I haven't done a whole lot of customization. I will say I enjoy the little touches of all the things you can add, like the bow and arrows and the basketball goal, and you can shoot baskets and play with the little putt-putt, little laser guns. You can put up artwork on the walls.
So it's that guy who we just heard that is the voice of Emmett in the Walking Dead Telltale game.
Yeah. I will say the other thing about Dash that I like, the new Dash, is being able. Have you used your computer in the headset yet? Have you gone into desktop mode?
I haven't done that. I've customized my home bit, but I haven't done the...
It's crazy because you can like bring up your desktop. You can bring up multiple desktops. Like if you have... Basically you can have unlimited monitors in your headset. So you don't even need a monitor if you didn't want to. And then it's got the
this means you have been
virtual keyboard that comes up. Now it's not quite every finger when you type, but you can touch with your one finger. And you know, just use your desktop in VR. It's just like watching a movie in VR. It's like it adds like you're watching it on a giant screen. Anyway, I like it. I haven't used all the features, but I like it. What I've seen so far.
Oh, this is the best thing ever.
Oh, you can take the guys and beat the other guys with them.
Beat a dude with another dude.
Yeah, no problem, Blockhead. Do you make VR games? Or games in general? Or what's the Blockhead Studios? I should probably know that. And I apologize for not.
Is that like a Ed, and Eddie reference? Maybe? Could be totally wrong.
Yeah.
Use your beast strength to pick up and throw large objects. You will need this to pass through the challenges of the ancients. That white column with the magic rune inscribed is a keystone. It will only appear to you when mortals are not present.
Is this the same guy?
Go pick it up.
Yeah. It's the same guy for sure. It's telling me to pick up the... I think it said white. But this is...
Look around.
I guess.
You can throw the stone or drop it. keystones can be used as steps to climb up.
There you go. Just chuck it.
Now,
You don't need to
forward
walk
on
it
to the
over there.
Mandel
You just say, I'm
Village.
throwing this.
I'm a big old
The main temple door is closed.
Jaguar.
shoulder
Another
jaguar.
challenge of the ancients.
Oh, you gotta pick
This
up
is
that
the
piece and put
only
it on top.
entrance to the Mandel Village.
Pick this
Go to the
treasure
trees
up.
to the east and west to
What did you get?
activate the gateway.
You got gold. Have you bought any upgrades yet?
I have. I bought. I have these gauntlets on. I have a chest piece, I think. Chest
They're a
piece.
gaming media channel that does a bunch of media coverage. VR included. Nice.
Wait, what do I need to do?
You need to pick that thing up. Back. No, see the other thing flashing?
This? I just reset it.
Oh, now go try to open the door.
I think I just need to walk to the door.
Go right at the flashing thing. The voice sounds like Aku Man from Crash Bandicoot. I mean, maybe he did do that voice.
I'm pretty sure he's in a ton of stuff.
Yeah. All right, now go up the stairs. I think you have to like light the. Go to the door. We should know this.
I've actually this is my first time experiencing this game. So
Pick up.
that human, I gotta be able to.
What's that thing in the middle? Put it back on the starting pillar and then go try to open it. Whoa. I didn't hear the VO, so you should know.
I was listening to you.
Reset. Maybe you have to put it on there properly
I don't think so.
instead of chuck it.
Oh, because when I chucked it, it created these stairs. So that was clearly the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to backtrack.
Tells you to fall. I think you have to follow the bird.
Where's the bird? Yeah, the bird wants me to
All right,
backtrack.
backtrack.
But I know there was. I saw another one
Oh,
earlier.
see, when in doubt, follow your bird. That was kind of a timely noise effect.
There it is. Yeah. Put this there.
There you go. See, it taught you the mechanic, and then you had to go back and use that mechanic. So there's backtracking in this game. Who's hyped for Infinity War?
Yeah, I'm hyped.
I think it's gonna be cool. But I don't need those big
team-ups?
big team up movies.
Me either, honestly.
I don't need them. I enjoy the smaller
I agree.
movies.
One of the things about Homecoming that was kind of refreshing is it was
Yeah.
smaller stakes, smaller scale. But, I got to know some characters.
I think the team ups I enjoy are like the Guardians. Well, they don't really team up, but they became a team. And then Ragnarok was good with the team up there. But
Scope is a little bit more restrained. Than
yeah,
that.
exactly. And then like Winter Soldier was great.
I love Winter Soldier.
So I don't mind the team ups. I just want. And the first Avengers movie was great. So don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I don't need them. I don't need Infinity War, but I'm gonna watch it anyway.
Good.
How's that?
Now, seek
Yeah,
out
I
the
hear
other
you.
temple and light the
Did you watch
remaining
Justice
brazier.
League?
We must open
Yes.
the gateway to
And I
get to the
said,
Mandel
I already said on
Village.
stream, I didn't hate it as much as people hate it. I thought it was, you had this conversation, remember? Because I said
Yeah.
it just proves why Superman will never be an interesting character
Boo. Disagree.
in a
It's
movie.
It's like you don't even like the Richard Donner Superman movies.
I'm not a big Superman guy.
This weakened stone looks tempting. I
And
should return here after my
Civil
powers
War,
have
I
increased.
didn't. Civil War was good. I didn't think it was. It's not my top 5, that's for sure.
I think all of the Captain America movies are real good.
And the first one was so-so. I wasn't a big fan of the first one. In fact, I was worried after the first one that they were gonna.
See, I really like the first one.
The second one
Winter Soldiers
was amazing.
Phenomenal. Yeah,
First one was in fact, I thought it was kind of too cheap.
I thought it was appropriately cheesy where it needed to be. And I was never a big fan of that character. It kind of made me a fan.
I didn't say Justice League looked good. I said it was not as bad as people said. It was not the worst movie I've ever seen type comments.
Yeah, I watched a bit of it over the weekend. I didn't watch all of it. But I didn't think it was awful, but I could definitely tell it had.
It wasn't good, but
yeah.
it wasn't.
It had some issues.
It was still had some entertaining moments. Sure. And
crush his head.
Doctor Strange was good. I actually haven't seen Doctor Strange yet. I should. It's on Netflix.
I haven't seen it either.
But I have not seen it yet.
I need to catch him on movies. I'm way behind.
I wish you guys make an RPG. Well,
look,
this has some RPG-like elements.
It does.
So does Sunset a little bit. It's more action. We like action. Do you agree with James when he said that Spider-Man PS4 combat is not almost exactly like Batman's? I mean, yeah. Why would? Yes, I agree. It's not almost exactly like Batman's. That was. Why would it be? Why would we just completely rip off another game's combat? That's just not something we do. Plus, Batman and Spider-Man don't fight the same. So yes, I do agree with James. I love all your games. Thank you. We love you. Usually good developers like you get bought out and don't stay independent for long. Well, luckily we've had 24 years now of quality management. And we hadn't, don't have to sell the company. There is I say we, I don't own the company. But the owners of the company don't have to sell the company.
I still died, Tim.
On normal. Come on, Thomas.
This game's a little tricky.
Yeah, Ted's great. Ted's also very competitive in gaming, which is fun. Especially when we were developing Resistance 3 and I sat outside of his office. He was very, very much into the Friday playtests.
I wish I'd been there for that. Sounds funny.
It was funny.
Yeah, I believe it.
It was funny. I always tell that story about, like, he was in there, his office, and we were doing a playtest, and someone had killed him in multiplayer, and he screamed a profanity, and then you hear someone across the office like laugh, like the ha ha, and then he walks out of his office and he yells across the office at this person. It was hilarious. It was just like, this is what it's all about.
Gaming.
Yeah.
Go! Alright, I need to start blocking. I'm not like blocking like ever.
Yeah, I know. You're not doing the moves you were taught. Do family members visit, and are you allowed to tell them about projects? Yes, no. Yes, family members visit. Usually if it's like immediate family members, and not often, but there are days that we have family come to the studio, and they do have to sign NDAs. And no, you're not supposed to talk about projects with them at home. So, yes, no is the answer to that. What would you do on April Fool's Day? Well, if we do anything, I'm not going to tell you because then I'd spoil it. But I don't know. We're not big on the April Fool's Day stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of played itself out on the internet, in my personal opinion. Like, you can't do that entire day. It's like everything on social media is fake. And yes, some of it's kind of funny. Like, I know Google does some funny stuff. Like, they had the beer goggles. What was it, the beer goggles email filter? Right. Where if you came home late at night. I think that the thing I like about what Google does usually is they actually have it functional. Like, there really was a filter you could add to your Gmail that set, like, say, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. don't allow me to send any emails. How's it going back in the day? Back in the day carried us on, when was that, Tuesday? That was Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Or was that Monday? When did we play Fortnite? Tuesday. Carried us to victory. You were not here.
I was here in spirit.
You were right over there.
Yeah, I was like a couple feet away.
Thomas's desk is like right there. I could throw this sword at Khalil.
Don't do that.
I wouldn't, but I said I could.
Khalil's a nice gentleman. Shout
Yes,
out
the
to
trusty
Khalil.
sword of Athena. We were talking about Justice League. So, it's timely, huh?
That's right. Could you stop, little?
We actually streamed on Monday this week. And actually next week we will be streaming on Monday again, but instead of taking Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday like we did this week, we're going to take Monday and Burbank's going to take Tuesday. So we're going to flip. We're going to mess with your mind. Why are game devs in general secretive on projects unlike movie and TV show producers? I mean, I think movies and TV, some, like Christopher Nolan, I mean, come on. That guy, like, has secret titles for all the projects. And yes, the problem with movies is they're out in the open when they shoot a lot of the time. So people can sneak on and take pictures and see stuff. Or you have to, like, film in the middle of Chicago or Atlanta, or, you know, you have to be in places where people will see you. We don't have to be out in the open. But it's not that we're secretive, it's that the problem, if we reveal something that we're not ready to reveal, it's not that we care that someone knows that we're making the game, it's that the game is not in a state where we are comfortable showing it, and therefore you get a bad impression of the game. So when something leaks, it's not that, oh, it leaked, you ruined our idea. No, it leaked and we weren't ready to show it. So that's the biggest problem.
Things change. Sometimes things sound fun on paper.
Yeah, things change, and look what happens when you release something, or if something leaks and you change it by the time it ships, and then people, like, you know, get bent out of shape because you changed something, but they didn't actually play it before, you know? Right. So it's more about that and less about the actual idea being out there. Because there's been plenty of times, you know, we revealed that we're working on a title, and then just haven't shown that title. So it's not like we're being secretive about the project itself. We just don't want people to get a bad impression of the game or the wrong impression of the game. How's that? Is that a good answer?
I think it's a great answer.
I do too. Fly by the seat of my pants answer. No, it's a great answer. That's true. That's what it is. And there are from time to time, there are, like, if we're working on something,
I got a jerk.
like, for example, Sunset Overdrive, we were working on for the Xbox One, and the Xbox One was not announced. So, of course, we're not going to talk about something for a platform that hasn't been announced yet. How many times a day do you guys get Spider-Man questions you can't answer?
All times of day.
Since I'm like a manager of our social media, hundreds of times a day. Twitter, pretty much every 5 minutes, at least. Facebook's a little less. Discord, a little less because we've kind of trained them to stop asking in Discord. This chat here, at least 5 times per hour.
Yeah, I think that's a
At minimum.
low estimate.
Minimum. So, I have a copy that says not for resale. Is it a legit copy? Sorry.
Go forth and seek out the land
Of Ratchet? I don't know. It could have been a bundled copy. If Ratchet was bundled with like a console and the box came inside the console case, then it probably is not for resale. So that's probably why it says that. If he says that would mean that Spider-Man's not finished and can still be changed, it makes me think it will release in November or whatever. Well, you can interpret my comment however you want to interpret my comment. All I'm saying is, most of the time, we don't reveal stuff because we're not ready to reveal it. It's not ready to show. Or we time it with a specific event that we are ready to show. That's the other thing, is sometimes you have to time it with a big event. Sometimes it has to be at a, industry event, or sometimes like a Call of Duty and stuff is usually during basketball finals and stuff like that. Not for real set copies. They're usually bundled with something from my experience. Yeah, see?
It
See?
smells of death.
Someone gave it to me, so I was just wondering. Yeah, it probably came with. Which game is it?
Call out. Look around.
Probably came with a console.
There, a sigil inscribed on the wall. It's the symbol of power carved by your ancestors. Look at it. Focus on it. It has the power to
For those of
increase
you
your
who are
stamina
joining us
permanently.
halfway through, welcome. We're playing Feral Rites, brought to you by the team. Well, some of the team that brought you Sunset Overdrive. But this is our game. This is our second VR title. Second of 3. Thomas right here is playing on the Rift.
Hello.
Hey, Jack's here. Oh man, he forgot what time it was.
Jack.
It's Thomas time, is what time it is.
Oh man.
So, Thomas is getting better at not dying.
Slowly.
We bumped it down to normal because he was playing on hard, and that was a little too much.
I would have kept playing on hard at home, but
We would have fought through. Have we tried the HTC 5 Pro yet? I have not. I've seen it. I was there at man, when did they reveal that? Was that CES?
I'm not sure.
It was CES because I was at CES.
That sounds correct.
Yeah. But I did not try it. No.
Oh, stomp on his head. And then yell at him.
Because that's what you do.
Why would you stomp on his head and yell at him? Can't hear you.
Yes, we did read your email. Yes, and we are glad. We are glad. Sunset was fun. That was one of those projects where if we would have revealed it too early and shown off too much too soon, a lot changed with that project. But like
Down
we were
below, further through
still
the
trying to
jungle,
figure out
is the village of the Mandrill tribe. Sombro is from this
how to bring it all together, how to bring all the wackiness together and stuff. So that's just another example of what I was talking about. We don't want to reveal something too early because a lot changes.
Sombro gave them several
But at the same
enchanted
time,
items.
it wasn't quite ready to show
consumed your
people.
father's restless spirit by finding these blood items and casting a cleansing spell on them. It will not bring him
Thomas
back.
is taking advice.
But his
Yeah, I'm
spirit
trying to listen
is.
to him.
How will I find these items?
Your spirit guide will lead
Don't want to spoil the fun.
Tell me to follow my spirit guide. I know we can fast travel. How much resources? Probably have enough stuff.
Let's buy something. Let's buy
Buy.
something. Hey, your head's kind of tilted.
What?
Well, the UI, it just looks a little tilted on the screen. Just trying to help you out so that you can see. Show them the map. Show them how big the world is.
Yeah, I mean, this is the world map.
And look where you are.
I think
No, you're in the middle
I'm
there.
right here. And then this is the area is massive. It is big.
This
But-
game itself, I think it's somewhere in the neighborhood. If you complete it, probably at least 20 hours you could put into this game.
You're talking about Golden Path? Or you talking about like
No, I'm talking
100%?
about like 100%. I think. I don't. It's been a while, but man, some people maybe go 20 hours. That's ridiculous. But for a VR game,
Yeah.
it may still be, but at the time it was the deepest, biggest. Oh, you can change your character.
I'm gonna try out.
Let's try out the. See, you can see what she looks like. Have you heard about the new mobile game, Mobile Strike Force? It's super cool. You know what?
Glad you are still alive.
I pre-registered for it, and I have it. See?
You're
See?
wearing this one now.
See? Anyway, not that you didn't believe me.
This is an
I've-
excellent item.
It feels very similar to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes,
You've
but with Marvel
taste.
characters instead. But I haven't played through it more than, I think I'm like level 7 or something.
You do look great.
Who writes Quark's lines? Recently, that
Any
was,
designs of boots here.
well, I think John Paquette helped a little bit with the last Ratchet, but mostly TJ Fixman
The
has
colors
written
bring out
most
your
of the
eyes.
recent Ratchet games. But John Paquette helped a little bit with
The shade is nice here.
recent game near the end, because the writer throughout the entire project, there's always rewrites and changes to make things fit better with the story. Do any of your PC games or games that are on PC have PlayStation support? Song of the Deep is on PlayStation and PC. But the VR games, these games are PC VR only. They do not have PSVR support.
Panther growls.
Overkill's The Walking Dead. I have not. I have not heard of that. Well, you can pre-register on Google Play. I don't know if you can pre-register on iOS. But Google Play has a thing now where if it's a big game and it's coming out, you can pre-register and then you get notified when it's available. And sometimes you get like bonus stuff. How's it going, Danuz? Is this made by you guys? Yes, this is Feral Rites. We made this. This was 2016. This is our second VR game. It's not VR MMR. No, it's not an MMORPG. It's it's like a. I don't know. We kind of described it as a God of War meets Zelda meets Altered Beast. It's got here. When Thomas says a moment, he can show you there are some, character options in terms of
Let me kill this.
yeah, once you beat this monkey. So we'll show you. See how he gets gear bonuses for wearing different gear and stuff. Go pause it. So your character. See how you have stats you can upgrade. And then go back to equipment.
Buy an upgrade real quick.
Go to equipment. And you eventually can get equipment pieces that you can upgrade. And some of that is found from through the world.
Oh, really? Spoilers.
Talismans. See, so there is a depth to it. There's depth to this game, and it's a lot about exploration as well as fighting. Hold on, you have a lot of conversation events. Got to interview a few indie devs at PAX East next week. Any question come to mind that dev game makers would like to answer but usually don't get asked?
That's a good question.
I don't know. I mean, I've been interviewed a few times. Not as many as some people here. But I don't think I'm ever like, man, I wish I could say this. Because there are some things we don't say. I don't know. Let me think about that for a second. Is there any Spider-Man news before E3? Just maybe a couple seconds of gameplay. I will not answer that. My team consists of Spider-Man, Luke Cage, Punisher, 2 random S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. Mine is Spider-Man, Luke Cage, Punisher. I got Elektra and the S.H.I.E.L.D. medic. Elektra is through. There's an event you can get Elektra and crossbows. Does Mark Cerny still come? I know he used to work on Ratchet back in the day. Mark Cerny, he used to have an office in our Burbank studio, like Cerny Games. And up until recently, I don't remember when this was, maybe a couple years ago, he still had an office there. Like, he still got mail to Burbank. But no, he doesn't. he doesn't really. He comes by for like for Spider-Man stuff. Like yeah, he came by as part of Sony for certain milestones and stuff, and he plays the game. And in fact, some guys here are still talk to him just because they've worked together for so long. I've been patient for 2 years. Well, just a little longer. I mean, it's 2018. It's coming this year. Any plans for Ratchet and Clank game? Assuming another one wouldn't come out until 2019. We have nothing to announce, so I will say it because, well, Jack can say it if he wants, but who knows what the future holds. PlayStation has to decide. Has to decide what? I must have missed the first part of that. Oh, about Ratchet? So is that a yes? Oh, the question about before E3? That is a neither yes nor no answer. When playing it, I highly recommend you complete daily objectives. Oh, you're screwing with you, Jack. You're talking about the Marvel game still. Can you get Stanley to play the game at E3? We don't have that power. And,
I feel like
Marvel could if they wanted to. I don't know. I don't even know Stanley's health state. Is he still having problems?
I think he was doing better, but I'm not sure really.
Will Spider-Man be in New York on a map based on the real... Spider-Man is based in New York. So, yes, it's based on the real city, I guess. I mean, it's pretty close to New York. I mean, obviously we can't do a one-for-one New York. I mean, I guess we could, but there's some design challenges that we have to account for. No Spider-Man will be located in ancient Egypt. You spoiled it. You spoiled the whole game. Any DLC plans for Spider-Man? Love the universe. I cannot talk about Spider-Man. Been fan since Spyro and Ratchet. Well, thanks for being a fan, but I cannot talk about Spider-Man. It would be hella awesome, though. Who knows what the future holds? There it is. There it is. Will Spider-Man be in Spider-Man PS4? There's a good chance. There's a good chance.
Oh.
Have you ever played Spider-Man games on PlayStation 1? Remember the question we got earlier about how many times we get asked about Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yes, I did play. I didn't play all of them, but I did play some of them on PS1 and PS2. There's a 50-50 chance. No, there's not a 50-50 chance. I will confirm right here, live, on stream, that Spider-Man will be in the game.
Uh-oh. I'm sure you can do that?
Yeah. I mean, I'll risk my job on that. What does the team think about Fortnite? Well, we played it Tuesday. Did you join us? Were you here? I mean, I'm not a big... I've already said this on Tuesday. I'm not a big third-person multiplayer guy. I like first-person shooters, and even then, only in moderation. I prefer co-op or team-based games, but not necessarily against PvP. Although I do like PvP from time to time. But anyway, Fortnite, what they did, congrats to them. I mean, it's blown up, that's for sure.
A lot of the people in the office here love it. So
yeah, there's a few people that play here every day. I personally don't, but that doesn't mean it's... Epic's right down the street from us. In fact, and we have some ex-Epic employees here, and we've had some employees that went over to Epic, and we have some employees that are married to people from Epic. You got to tweet about this. Spider-Man is in the Spider-Man game. Yes! News! We're breaking news! Reminder, you get to Super Hat and a few more PC games for free if you're a Twitch Prime member. Super Hot, we played it in VR, and I will say, it's a great game. Don't get me wrong. PC version, awesome. But the VR version, in my opinion, is the definitive version of Super Hot.
Whose picture is this?
I don't pick it up. Can you see it?
I can't.
I can't really tell on this. It's probably someone from the office.
It kind of is reminiscent of Joel,
Is it Dan Johnson?
but I'm not sure.
They added a Visibomb into Fortnite. Sue them. Visibomb? They did? I saw them. Saw they had the bomb that makes people dance, and you know, very similar to the Groovitron. Do you guys catch people playing in their work time? No. We have lunchtime, before and after, breaks. Like, you know, you're allowed to play games in the office on your breaks.
This is the
I was
second
thinking it was, like,
item
going
we
around,
need for
like-
our
Yeah, no one's like
cleansing.
hiding because I
One
mean
more
most
item.
people are super busy anyway. But
Ritual
like
can
no one's like
begin.
hiding, playing games. I like third-person action adventure. I like third-person action adventure games. Yes, I'm not a fan of third-person competitive shooters. Like I loved Uncharted. I did not like Uncharted Online, just because I'm not a big fan of third-person competitive shooters.
I really like some third-person competitive shooters.
And when we play, like when I play Battlefront, I rarely use third-person. Please give us at least artwork for Spider-Man cover. Sorry, Spider-Jan, I can't do that. You can't talk about Spider-Man, but will we hear more about Spider-Man at E3? I can't talk about Spider-Man. I hope the cover will be more than the logo or just Spider-Man. What are you having for lunch? We already had lunch. Lunch is over. I had a chicken sandwich. What did you have?
I had a spinach salad.
That's not as good as a chicken
Oh
sandwich.
no, it was really good, man. Town Hall has some.
Green. It's greens. Ugh. Vegetables.
Look, I used to not be a salad guy, but Town Hall has really good salads. They got like 2 eggs, bacon.
Okay.
Oh, it's good.
Well, that's not okay. If you add meat to it, it's better. Our digital pre-orders for Spider-Man on PSN Market coming anytime soon. Pre-orders will be available when we announce the release date. As far as I know. I played Super Hot VR once on my PSVR when I first got it. I should play it again. Yeah, it's really fun. You should play Super Hot VR.
Eat them. Oh, we're crushing.
I'll buy the physical special ultra limited edition. Why is Dan Johnson so big? Remember the Snow Dan? So, I mean, I haven't been here long enough to speak all the Dan Johnson history, but he was an employee who used to hide himself in the game. And sadly, when he passed away, we carried on that tradition because there were some friends of his here still, and so it just became a tradition to include Dan Johnson in the Ratchet games. And I thought he was in a couple non-Ratchet games, but I could be wrong. What would you do during the purge? Man. So are you gonna? That's what you need to ask people at PAX East. What would I do during the purge? I'd probably hide somewhere. You know, maybe go to the mountains. Nice little cottage somewhere. Get away from people. Live my life. Go fishing.
Treat it like a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, exactly.
Just, like,
I don't
go there.
understand why these people go to these big cities during a zombie apocalypse. Just go into the freaking mountains.
Like Montana or
Go
somewhere.
live on a lake, fish for your food, hunt for your food. Like, you don't need a city to survive.
Yeah. No.
Get the heck out of there. What the hell is wrong with you?
I totally agree.
It's like, whatever. Don't get me started on that. Zombie apocalypse, please. I'm not scared of that. You should stop asking about Spider-Man.
A spirit room calls.
The text
Look
is
around
cropped.
for it.
What
And
cropped?
focus
Which
on the
text?
mystical inscriber.
You talking about the game text? It might be because of the way Thomas was looking, because it's using the VR headset. There's a chance to
Your
see you
spirit
playing Spider-Man
energy
before
has
release date.
increased.
I
Look for more spirit
I
runes
don't
along
want to speak
your
for James,
travels.
but I'm pretty sure we're gonna talk about show some Spider-Man before it comes out. But it'll probably be stuff that we have shown already. Maybe there'll be like an exclusive look. I don't know. But that's not right now. Oh, it is? I'll have to fix that. Thank you. By the way, that reminds me. Thank you for the follow, Macho Bravado.
Final item.
And I love
Before the
J77.
ritual, however,
Thanks for the follows.
I've had a thought.
Is it
Some
usually the
people
game
would
developer or
be
Sony themselves that
suspicious
makes the
if you were
trophies?
to
We make the
introduce a
trophies.
personal item into the ritual.
Usually it's a designer, or sometimes
Introduce a
QA.
weakness in his
Sometimes
magic.
QA will do something fun during development, and they'll be like, we should make a trophy for this. Just moved to Finland. Just moved to Finland. That's true. For those people asking Spider-Man questions, he might not be answering questions because I might have already got a date planned for sharing. Just need a place with no staircase. Yeah, I mean, but if you're in the mountains somewhere where you have a nice view of the coming approach, and from what I know about zombies is they always go towards the noise, right? So they're going to gravitate towards the cities. They're not going to gravitate towards the woods. Well, thank you, Spider-Gen. There are drugs that make people act like zombies. Yeah, like bath salts. Does anyone have any more questions about Feral Rites? Any non-Spider-Man questions? I'd even take Ratchet questions, although I will say, not about future Ratchet & Clank titles, because who knows what the future holds. With that, I will...
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Where am I going? I'm going this way.
I really want to ask Insomniac Games why Spider-Man game was revealed in E3 2016 and it's 2018 and the game isn't even gold. Why announce this early? Sometimes, I mean, we'll probably talk about this later, but sometimes, you know, you just announce a game because, you know, the publisher wants to announce a game. I don't know. I don't have all the specifics as to why we decided to announce that early. Maybe in hindsight we could have waited a little longer. I don't know. That's not my decision. A lot of times that's publishers or IP holders. But I will say over the course of those 2 years, we've improved the game a lot. So, I mean, I hope you see it. Next time you see gameplay, you will hopefully notice that the game has improved upon quite a bit. Once you complete Feral Rites, can you go back and explore the world? Yes, you can go back and get all the collectibles and stuff. One more question. Will it have a finished dub? So, localization usually doesn't happen till the end. I will say, because it's Sony Europe usually supports a lot of localization. So, you can assume until told otherwise that they will likely support whatever languages first-party titles usually support. So, whatever Horizon or Uncharted 4 or even God of War, whatever languages they support, we will likely support. But again, that's not all determined until near the end. And even then, personally, I don't get a list of that until like I ask somebody, hey, what are all the SKUs and what's all the languages? Why did game developers need a publisher? Well, you don't, but we do, because we prefer to work on fully funded titles. Otherwise, you have to have the capital to pay for the development yourself. And then you can self-publish, sure. You put it up on Steam or PSN using I forget what it's called. Or ID at Xbox, which is the Xbox version. I don't know what the PlayStation version is called. So you can self-publish. It's just usually, I mean, we have over 250 people, so the cost of paying those people to make a game for 3 years, you know, and if, you know, God forbid if the game doesn't do well or you don't make that money back, like, it's just not good business practice for us, and that's why we've been around for 23 years. It's just make sure that we have funding for all of our projects, and that usually that's a publisher. Plus, the publishers usually have better retail connections, so if you want to be in stores, they have they make the discs. They usually have all the game codes. They work with, if it's not first party, like EA wasn't first party, so they work with Xbox and Sony for us. Where we're with Sony now, we are directly first party, so we work with Sony, and when we were with Microsoft, we worked first party with them. So, anyway, that's usually why you have publishers. Uncharted 4 had finished subtitles. Well, then Maybe Spider-Man will as well. Probably, but I won't know for certain. It's too risky to self-publish. Yeah, I mean it is risky for sure. If you have a small group of people and you're willing and you have the money to back up the development and you're confident in your project, then yeah, do it. I mean it's cool. I think it would be cool to have to try it out. Well, cool for me because I'm on the marketing community team, so it'd be fun for me to try something like that. But yes, it would be a lot of work. What would I have to pay to get you to make a game for me? We don't make games for other people, so nothing. We wouldn't do it. We don't take ideas from outside the company. We don't make games for other people. We make games for ourselves that we think our fans would like. And we work with our publishing partners to bring them to you. No. Yes, we're hosting this coming Monday because Burbank has other obligations. James and Corey and those guys have other obligations. So we are hosting Monday, and they are flipping to Tuesday. So it has nothing to do with Monday as day itself. It has to do with no one's around to host there on Monday. So that said, I am not here next week. I'm out of the office, so Thomas will be hosting Monday and Thursday. Monday and Thursday will be here. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday will be in Burbank.
It'll be a fun time.
Yes, we picked Spider-Man. And if that's even a question, but yes.
I hit him with a pop.
Get that monkey. Are you going to Europe again to become ill? No, I'm not going to Europe again to become ill.
Who said that?
Jack. I am going to New York to visit some family, and it is a week. It is like a spring break.
Sombra will not know
Just
what
make
it is.
more Marvel games. Well, here's the thing. We
would be at rest. Quickly.
We don't have
go
a
to the
contract with
ritual
Marvel.
site in the center of the
Sony
village.
and Marvel have a deal. Sony asked us if we wanted to make a Marvel game. We said yes. We decided on Spider-Man. It's not like we are working. We work with Marvel directly, but it's not like we have a deal to make Marvel games. You know. Yeah, I don't know if that'd be a little weird visiting people from chat. But yes, I will be in New York.
Let it be known that we will no longer be performing last rites on those who jump to their deaths from this cliff.
You should jump to your death from the cliff. Do it! Nice. No, I know you're joking.
It'd be really funny if you didn't get a checkpoint there and you just had to start the game over.
Marvel has game rights, Sony has movie rights. I don't know how all that works, so I'm not going to speak to that. Sony had the rights to do Spider-Man movies, yes. But Sony... Now, obviously Sony is making a Spider-Man game, but it had nothing to do with the prior deal for the movies. So I don't know all that contract stuff. Everyone said jump, and you jumped. You guys are good friends with Sony, right? Yes.
Quickly,
We've worked with
before
Sony
they can
for...
stop you, place
man.
the enchanted items on the centerpiece.
Basically 24 years. I mean, there was a couple years in there where we were doing other games.
Wait, what's been happening for 24 years?
We worked with Sony.
Oh.
There. Now what?
But yes, we've had a relationship with Sony for basically since the beginning.
Must not be disturbed. Fight off
Although
anyone who tries to stop
Spyro
us.
was not actually published by Sony.
What the
The first Sony game was Ratchet. Spyro was Universal.
Oh, right.
And that's how, through mergers and acquisitions, that's how Activision came to own all that. Alright, we almost to a good stopping point.
I think so. I think I'm at a kind of pseudo boss.
Well, let's see if you finish this section, and then we'll be done. Any other questions? Why wasn't there no strength STR for PS1? I read that as strength. I'm so used to seeing STR as like strength attribute.
You've been playing some Diablo.
Oh yeah. The Diablo, ever since Diablo 1.
Nothing wrong with that.
Is there a Skull Crush counter in the game?
Right, there should be. We're talking about this game?
I'm guessing. Right? Ooh, you just got taken down. Twice.
I got...
You gotta watch out for those monkeys, man.
Those monkeys are like no joke.
There are different factions in this game. So this is the first group. The monkey guys, monkey men. I don't know. I forget what we called them. Marcus is probably like, why doesn't he know the name of those guys? But there are other enemies as the game goes further. Did Sony say anything when you were working with Microsoft on Sunset? Yeah, he's finishing up. I mean, I don't know. Like when we first started working with Microsoft, we don't tell them everything, but when we first announced, we did tell them yes. And I don't know what the conversations were, but clearly our relationship is still good. So, all right, you done?
Almost. What time is it?
It's 3.
Oh.
3:02. Bloody Roar. Oh yeah, I remember Bloody Roar. All right, I died. All right, so. Oh man, there was a sneak peek. Thanks for joining us today, guys. It'll be interesting to see if it turns out to be a bad guy. Spider-Man turns out to be a bad guy. Pre-order Spider-Man in October on Amazon. When will it come? I see what you did there. I'm not going to answer that. Sorry for being rude, but my final question is if Marvel ever asked you, would you pick up Venom? I can't say. I mean, Spider-Man is a very specific thing. Like, we normally don't do other people's IP. So, normally, we would probably not, but I don't know. I can't speak for that. Who knows what the future holds? All right. Thanks for coming, guys. I'm going to give you one more sneak peek of what we're working on. This looks better, doesn't it? It's not done yet.
It looks good.
Hopefully next week.
Looks good.
We'll be more like Burbank. Ooh.
Fancy.
Ooh. All right. Thanks for joining us, guys. Gambit game. Yes, we need a Gambit game. That would be awesome. We will see you next week. I won't be here. Thomas will be here Monday and Thursday.
They're streaming tomorrow, right?
They are streaming tomorrow in Burbank. They're doing the final Ratchet & Clank stream of the month.
Nice.
So, we'll see you.
Monday.
Monday.